her platform. So therefore, in order to engage all audiences, she'll use terminologies like a voice. Just like telling you to do this, do that. That's what she's talking about. She's talking about that spiritual GPS system that's directing her life, that's directing her path. We have to get that same type of relationship with our DNA GPS system, where it says wrong turn, and be willing to submit to that GPS system and turn around and get back on course.
That's right. That's true.
You understand what I'm saying? That's how. This is how our lives was designed to flow. We were supposed to be out there trying to figure everything out.
Right.
How to do this? What should I do with this? Should I take the savings and send a child to college, or should I? We're not supposed to have to think like that. We're not supposed to have to stress ourselves like that. We have an internal GPS system in us that's supposed to be guiding us.
GPS is God's proven system. Because if we follow his system, it's going to take us in the direction that we need to go. It's just God's proven system. It just takes us where we need to go.
Exactly what I told my wife. I had something that troubled me so bad on Thursday. It troubled me so bad. And I understand. I said, I got to do what I do now. I know what I got to do after this. It's a young lady that took two of her children and she killed them. She took them on natural gas and she killed them. And she wrote a letter. She was supposed to kill herself also. She said, I did not want to leave my children to this system. That's the word she used. She said, because this system is designed to beat us up. She said, I did not kill my children because I didn't love them. She said, I'm taking them because I love them so much. She said, I don't want them to be no longer subject to this system. She said, so don't worry when you find them that they was abused or anything like that. She said, I fed them their favorite food today. We looked at their favorite movie today. We did all of the things that they loved the most before this happened. She said, but I was determined not to allow them to have to deal with this system. She said, so now the mortgage company, you can come back and get your house that you're after. She said, because by the time you find this, we'll all be gone. And I said, tears streaming. This system, I had to read that loud. This system is designed to steal, kill, and destroy. She used exact words. She said, this system. And she said, I couldn't leave them in the system no longer. This teaching is coming to get us out of the system. All of us have dealt with this system to the point where it becomes depressing. God said, that's not my original intent for you. This woman had to check her children's lives because she could no longer, the system had beat her up that bad. System. If you use those terminologies, man, that thing cut to the core. I don't care how good our lives that we think we have, we're still in the system. He said, we're in the world, but we're not of the world. We'll go to that system to fulfill purpose, but we should not be living by that system. If you cut the check off, my house is still going to be paid for, because the blessings of the Lord make it rich. And I'm sorry, so we're not of food, clothing, no raiment. For these things the Lord know you need, and He shall provide. That's this system that we're supposed to be living under. It's not based on whether I got laid off. Heaven's still responsible for my welfare, which is my well-being. That's why I do what I do. People need to know. She said, I asked God if I'm doing something wrong, God, if this is not supposed to happen, don't let them die. She said, so if you find them dead, then this was God's will. So we was talking to God the whole time. But because of our twisted thinking about God and how to engage Him, you said, why didn't God stop that? He couldn't stop it. If God's going to do anything in the earth, He got to do it through a body. If God's going to stop anything in the earth, He got to do it through a body. That's why we got to learn the laws, the principles of the kingdom and how it flows, so we can pass it on. Amen? Man, that's what's going on in this system. Some of us have learned to navigate our way a little better than others have, and we're still in that system.
Yeah, that's right.
Still in that system. I told my wife all the time, I said, you know, look how much money you make. I said, you're not supposed to, whatever God's going to do in our life shouldn't be, it's not supposed to be based on our income. I tell her all the time, I said, it don't matter what you make. I said, that's not what God's original intent for us to live by. It's be added to you. Meaning you didn't work for it. So I tell her all the time. I saw that this serious job offer, 6 figures almost. And I told my wife, I said, still not the kingdom system. It could sound negative to somebody else. I said, still not the kingdom system. I understand the system. I understand the system. We have never seen anybody living under the kingdom system with our natural eyes. Right. We haven't seen it. We haven't seen it. But we're going to see it. We're going to see it because we're going to continue to pursue it. That's not how we're supposed to live. If you get the guy told me the other day, he said, it wouldn't hurt this owner of this company to give everybody a $5 raise. I said, I don't want it. I don't want it. I said, the vision I have for my life, a $5 raise ain't gonna do me no good. He looked at me like this. My vision for my life could not be done through a paycheck. That's what I'm telling him. That's what I'm telling him. God has showed me things. I'm feeling there ain't no 9 to 5 gonna be able to do it, man. So I told myself, I don't need it. I don't need it. I said, because my vision for my life, that ain't helping. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. It ain't gonna help me.
Prophet, going back to what you were saying about the job offer of 6 digits, that's the deception of the system.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens is we accept that, and then we build our life based on that.
That's true.
And then the system comes back and takes that away. But we would build a lifestyle based on that.
Called downsize.
Exactly.
Things like that.
And that's why so many people that have money are rich, are wealthy. They built, their money is tied up into stuff. Because they built a life based on that system.
That's why if you keep hearing this, a lot of things that I ram home is, one thing I ram home a lot is, I don't care how good you think you got it now, it ain't the kingdom system. It ain't the kingdom system. You know what I'm saying? It's not the kingdom system. I haven't seen it yet. Not with these natural eyes. But I've seen it in the spirit. I've seen it. We haven't never seen it. So what do we equate it from? Where do we get a concept from? Where do we get it? We get it through His Word. That's the only thing. That's the only way we can be able to even revelation of what the kingdom life is supposed to be like is through His Word. I see it. They think I'm crazy in my job. They do. They do. They think I'm crazy, man. They talk stuff out. Tell them now. They say, well, you know, poor people. I say, I ain't poor.
That's right.
Poor people, you know, I ain't poor. Look at me. I'm not. The law of agreement, I understand that. He said, well, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what you're saying. I'm telling you what I'm saying. I'm not poor. Well, us poor people and you rich person. He said, you rich like the thing that come evidence. I said, no, my wealth is seized out. It is seized out. But they still operate in limitations. I'm telling you where my mind is. That's where I'm at. I'm not studying this thing and trying to live this thing to live a mediocre life. A mediocre life is, to me, that I have everything I need, but I can't help nobody else. That's mediocre. I'm living in a $3 million house with 5 vehicles outside, everything paid for, and I ain't got nothing to help nobody else. That's a mediocre life to me.
That's right. That's right.
Because I don't have enough to help somebody else. And I'm not talking to somebody else to pay that grocery bill. I'm talking to somebody living in the same $3 million house I'm living in. Right next door to mine. Now let's give you the money to turn the key. That's my vision.
Don't forget Veney.
Somebody said, don't forget me.
That's my vision. I'm telling you, you don't know my vision, you know my heart. My heart is to see people. Yeah. Higher than me. Because I'm going high. So if I got everything I need and can't help you get to where I'm at, that's a mediocre life.
That's so true.
Because kingdom is about community. Well, you can change a whole landscape or community, but you got to change it here first. I can put you in a $3 million house and you don't have no discipline, you'll tear it up in 3 years.
That's right. That's so true.
So it has to change. I understand the whole system. I understand the whole core of being of a person. Can't put you in there if you don't understand discipline. So you got to be trained. Amen? It's the core. That's how it operates.
This is how the Spirit of God is working in it. This is how the Spirit of God working in us is. He is our internal compass, guiding and directing by the influence of God's DNA in us. He naturally pushes us in the direction we ought to go. When we don't build this way, we build misaligned to His pattern, intention, and plan.
So when we don't build this way, we misaligned. You ever seen a car that's got on the line, and their front tires, it just eats eat it from the inside or eat it from the outside, whichever way. When we misalign ourselves to God's original intent, life begins to eat away at us. That's what it does. Life begins to eat away with us, and all of a sudden you be like, it got to be more to life than this. You find yourself in a state of depression because we have got to misalign ourselves from the pattern or the original intent of God. And that can come in so many subtle ways, but understand this, it always, that I don't care how far off you get with that GPS, it can bring you to that destination. You might have to go all the way a little ways, but when you start acknowledging that GPS and say, talk to me, it's going to bring you to that original destination that you put in when you left that first destination, home. It's going to always get you there. Me and my wife travel a lot in GPS. We have never been in that GPS system and hadn't got to that destination. Because we follow that GPS. I tell my wife a lot of times, she'll say, I said, well, I'm going this way and let it correct itself. She said, why don't you just follow it? I said, it'll correct itself. After about 3 times it tell you to turn, the 4th time it said adjust the directions. And it'll go where you at and carry you the way you're going to go. It changes it. I do it a lot. But this is not what you want to do with God. You want to follow His to the T. Amen. But even if we stubborn, there is a, even if we stubborn, there is still that GPS system is still bring us back to where we're supposed to be. So okay, if you want to go that way, but we still gonna get back to where you started out that from. You're going back to that. You're going to where you put in there. What God has put in this GPS, that's where you're going. It's focused on your destiny. And God is always focused on our destiny. Because when we get to our destiny, we're going to help the amount of people God has ordained for us to help through our being in this earth realm. Amen?
Amen.
Amen.
The blueprint is our DNA structure. It's planted within us, so we already have everything we need to succeed. Nothing has been left out. That plan is revealed through light or revelation knowledge of business, church building, family, etc. There is a divine instruction to reveal and release the plan that is hidden deep inside us, already waiting for us to possess our hereditary nature and authority as rulers in planet Earth. Losing doesn't exist in our DNA. There is no point in entertaining failure. It doesn't exist in us.
Wow, listen to that. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. He said losing does not even exist in our DNA. Veney's teaching like this. He said God has intimacy with every day of your life, and He scheduled no defeats. Scheduled no defeats. You win every time. You win every time. It's just, if there is no, he said, don't even entertain fear. All of these are perceptions.
Right.
That's what the teacher, this chancellor, this young is trying to get. All of these are perceptions that you got to live by. You know, you have to live by these perceptions. Once they come in your mind and you live according to them, they become concepts, they become ways of life, they become your paradigm, they become your belief system. Then you deal with something, you say, well, this right here is not going to work for you. You say, well, it's going to work for me. Why? You say, why you think it's going to work for you? You say, because I don't entertain failure. So I don't know what got to happen for it to work, but it's going to work. It becomes a perception, it becomes a way of living. You know, and all of a sudden, the earth's reality has to submit to heaven's laws and principles. And they stand there and say, what the world, we don't know what happened, but the whole thing shifted last night after you left here. I come back at this because I don't entertain failure. He's telling us how to live. This is a mindset you have to live with. You have to live with this mindset. You have to walk in this every day. And it's a mental perception. It's a mental perception. You know, phone rang at 4 o'clock in the morning. First thing, mental perception, you had something bad. It's a mental perception. That's what we had. That's just an example of a mental perception. You know, why could it be somebody saying, hey, you need to come over here, we got such and such for you, which is so excited we couldn't wait till in the morning, so we had to call you now. But our mental perception,
That's right.
it's built in us through the fallen paradigm. It's got to be negative. It's got to be negative. You know, I had a phone call 3 o'clock in the morning, and the first thing I woke up, I said, it's got to be something bad. 3:15 in the morning. And it was the Lord calling me. The phone wasn't even ringing. He was calling me. And he used the illustration. He actually used the natural phone to call me. And I never picked it up. He started talking. So my mental perception was, had to be something negative. It was something that changed my life. That's why I'm here right now teaching this. Because of a 3:15 a.m. phone call. He came and it changed my whole life. That phone call released me from religion. It caused me to adapt and accept the kingdom life. Amen? So this mental perceptions, that's what we deal with. We have to deal with these. We have to deal with these stigmas that we have in our lives, you know, dealing with life coming up. You know, rough mediums and all that we said in. Amen? Any questions? Any questions thus far? Any more questions? Any comments? Yeah. Okay.
Navigation. It's all a plan conforming us naturally, pointing our guiding our internal compass into the predestined path designed for success since the beginning of our conception. Forming together equals conformed. It's all working together if you